Hello there, my darlings. I'm going to be asking the burning question, are any of these people regretting what they've done, their decisions they made, all of the mess around 34 Fairview Road? It's certainly not over yet, but I'll tell you what, I want to know, just like you. So buckle up, my darlings, because we're here. Hello, everyone. I am Lady Zelda with Seeing Crime, and we are on the eve of August 1st. It is July 31st of 2025. It's Thursday evening, and I want to get this out to you because this is kind of gnawing at me a little bit, and I know it has been you. And not to worry, we're definitely going to be finding out exactly information that we need with the cards that I have here. No need to get really crazy with this. The energy is definitely off, and believe me, stay tuned for the next video that I put out because I've been hearing some things about a particular person, and someone contacted me. Well, let me just say, it doesn't surprise me. So before we get started, I want to introduce the cards. We have my grandmother's Gypsy Witch cards. No gypsy, no witch, just me, the cat, and the cauldron, and maybe the moon. We have the the Maleficent Kipper deck. And we have the Hidden. It's going to tell us a lot of what we need to know, my darlings. Okay, so I'm leaving this open because I don't want to pinpoint. And when you do any type of predictive profiling like this, or you're doing a deep dive, for me, now this is my opinion, for me, I like to leave it a little open in case someone's energy wants to sneak in, because if I focus on just one person, I may be limited to that one person, and we want to see what the whole thing is. So I am going to be reading individually for them. I will tell you this, but there are 4 individuals, the ones that gave the interview, I want to see. And then we're gonna read individually as time goes on for each and every one of them. And Saturday night, we're gonna dig a little deeper, my darlings. So stay tuned. Saturday night, 7 p.m. That is August 2nd. I will be live. I want to start out with this oracle. And again, I want to ask, is someone, all of them, any one of them, regretting the decisions that they made the early morning of January 29th of 2022, and let's say the evening of January 28th of 2022. Now, we have had these cards fall out. There are 3. It is a man, a whip and broom, and a horseman. Now, I'm going to say this. The way that I'm interpreting this, my darlings, is that there is definitely a man who is thinking, could he handle things better? And yeah, he looks pretty not so nice, doesn't he? Bald. Could he have handled something better? The whip and broom denotes someone who was trying to whip things into shape, trying to perhaps metaphorically sweep up a mess. The horseman, compelled to tell his version of the truth. And you'll notice I'm going to say his version. because whatever version that is. So it looks like there is at least one man who is regretting the decisions during this time. Let's lay out two more. I'm sure that many of them are having the shoulda, woulda, kinda, sorta, kinda, shoulda, woulda, what if thoughts. The scythe. Take a good look at that. You know what that is. I don't have to tell you. And if you'll do me a favor, please, please do not say these words in the chat. Oh my goodness, in the comments, please, I'm asking you. We're gonna pull one more card. And yeah, there's energy here. The lily. Denoting that you know that someone has transitioned and gone on. That's Bilbo. He's my little energy watcher. This scythe, the ability to cut things to the quick, the ability to cut things off, the ability to make split decisions, even if they're wrong. Let me take care of Bilbo. I'll be right back. Sitting on the edge of the table where he eats. Oh, look, I had these upside down. Sitting on the table where he eats, looking up into the corner of the room. And that, my darlings, tells you that there's energy there that probably shouldn't be. All right, so we're going to get these cards straightened up. There we are. Now tell us more. Tell us more. So this pile flipped out. The Joker having something to hide. Definitely keeping things under wrap. The Ace of Clubs. Approaching a crossroads. Misadventure. It can mean evil, but look at this. That Queen of Spades is equal to the Star card in the tarot, who is an Aquarius. The Lion, shocked from bad news. And I'm going to tell you this. I believe in my heart no one thought that John was going to be unalived. No one thought anything was going to happen the way it did. They made split decisions that cut deep, that are regrettable. So we've got a bald man. Now, before we go on further, this is my opinion and my interpretation of the cards. In no way are these legal facts that you can take to a court of law, okay? It's my interpretation, my opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. How's that? Me and Bilbo. But there is a sudden shock over what happened, and you know the lily here, you see there's a lot of energy here, my darlings. Oh, okay, I'll be back. You see how the energy intensifies, and so does he? Okay. This sudden shock near this lily. Lilies are type of flower that you bring to funerals. Even though it can have a good, a good meaning in this particular case, we've got someone who was jumping when the time came, not immediately. He wanted to cut it off. He did not want to face it. And I'm going to say this. In my opinion now, because I'm not a lawyer, not a medical professional, but in my opinion only, I believe the reason that Brian Albert did not come out of that house, 34 Fairview Road, is because he couldn't face it. How weak is that? He could not face the truth. He knew he could not face the first responders and the police officers and the other law enforcement that was there without knowing he was telling a fib. And a big fib it is. He had to get himself under control and approach the pathway and plan things accordingly with the organizer. Whip things into shape. Clean up the room and the whip. Clean up a mess the best they could. Wow, just wow. We're finding out a lot. Here we go with the Nine of Clubs. A couple of cards I'm looking for in this hidden deck has kind of the same meanings as the regular Cartomancy, but there's more to it. Now, I want to show you this. You see that right there? Okay, we're not going to mention what that card is, what that means. But it is self-destruction in this particular case for this person who is bald and for the other person who is an Aquarian. Who is this? A young man. A young man who happened to be there that night, in my opinion, at 34 Fairview Road. Knowing what their self-worth is, knowing that there was a collaboration, knowing that there was working together, so they thought. And look at that, my darlings. A queen on a queen. So it's definitely the Aquarian woman. Someone else was there that really acted immature. Grown man, but acted immature. And that's the card for Karen. Well, she was there. She wasn't inside the house, but she was there. And there's another woman who was there inside 34 Fairview. So we have pretty much all four of them on the table, plus this young man. Shock. Sudden upset, sudden shock. And there, my darlings, is the Four of Clubs getting in bed with the devil. Why do I say that? For those of you who haven't watched before, centuries ago, this Four of Clubs meant that because when you look down on it, it looks like a four-poster bed. And the Four of Clubs is not that good of a card. It denotes getting in bed with the devil. Now, what does that mean? Not physically, metaphorically. Going to the other side. Going far past where you're not wanting to go. This person right here. She has some explaining to do still but he's got some big, heavy regrets. And I'm going to tell you, I don't want to hear somebody say, oh, well, they'll never feel sorry for their... I'm going to tell you something. If you have... I've seen the hardest men, hard men, cave because of something that they've done in the past, and they have been approached by a not so nice spirit, pretty much saying you need to get your life right. And I'm of full belief that if that spirit showed up here and showed up here, oh, we'll know it. There's someone else who is showing those signs. I'll tell you about that in the next video. But my darlings, do they regret their decision? Yes. Maybe not because of the unaliving of John, but because of how they handled it. Come be with me Saturday night, August 2nd at 7 p.m. Eastern. And we're going to talk more about this. We'll probably do some EVPs. That's it for now, my darlings. Thanks for watching. Bye.